Guess who's back? That's right, it's me, Keyleth. I am back from a very long hiatus from my channel. Honestly, I had to get my mental health right before I could really start coming back and filming more videos. I do actually have a new video here for you today. To preface this, I wrote this script back during Brothers War, and well, it's about a deck that I built specifically with one of the commanders from Brothers War. So without further ado, let's get into it, okay? So Tocasia Dig Site Mentor. Tocasia, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't really care. I'm going to say Tocasia for my own preference. So today we are cooking with eggs. No, not those kind of eggs. These kind of eggs. The original eggs deck used eggs cards from the Odyssey set. I'm using a different set of eggs. I'll get into that in a little bit. So Tocasia Dig Site Mentor is a legendary creature, human artificer with power and toughness of 4/3 and costs Bant plus 1 colorless mana. Tocasia reads, creatures you control have Vigilance and Surveil 1, and pay 2 and double Bant, and exile Tocasia Dig Site Mentor from your graveyard. Return any number of artifact cards with total mana value 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. When building a new deck, I always start out with the mana base, including mana ramp. This deck includes 36 lands, including Command Tower, Seaside Citadel, Tree of Tales, Ancient Den, Seat of Synod, Darksteel Citadel, Thornwood Falls, Tranquil Cove, Blossoming Sands, Azorius Guildgate, Celestina Guildgate, Simic Guildgate, Woodland Stream, Tranquil Expanse, Meandering River, Glacial Floodplain, Rimewood Falls, Prairie Stream, Canopy Vista, Minamo School at Water's Edge, Reliquary Tower, Academy Ruins, Phyrexia's Core, Tocasia's Dig Site, 4 plains, 4 forests, and 4 islands. In this deck, I have a rather large count of mana rocks because they actually serve a dual purpose in this deck. They can be sacrificed for mana via Card Clan mana rocks, or turned into creatures that can attack via Rise and Shine. Mana rocks include Mox Opal, Soul Ring, Cold Steel Heart, Felwar Stone, Arcane Signet, Thought Vessel, Marble Diamond, Sky Diamond, Moss Diamond, Celestina Signet, Simmet Signet, and Azorius Signet. And since Tocasia Dig Site Mentor gives all your creatures Vigilance as well as Surveil 1, we're including a few creatures. These include Core Tapper, Crystalline Giant, Chief of the Foundry, Eternal Witness, Monastery Mentor, Scrap Trawler, Skyclave Apparition, Foundry Inspector, Shimmermere, Circuit Mender, Liberator Urza's Battlethopter, Drow Scorpion, and Calder Complete. Yeah, I know Calder Complete technically isn't a creature, but for this deck it might as well be a creature. Now let's talk about eggs. Originally, eggs were basically artifacts that replaced themselves in mana. Mana used to sacrifice and draw you a card. However, I've redefined eggs to cheap artifacts that draw cards either on ETB or sacrifice. My eggs include Mishra's Bauble, Brainstone, Chromatic Star, Chromatic Sphere, Conjurer's Bauble, Courier's Capsule, Elsewhere Flask, Ichor Wellspring, Potion of Healing, Spare Supplies, and Wedding Invitation. I have a lot of miscellaneous cards in this deck, many of which are win conditions. These include Rise and Shine, which you could cast for its overload cost in order to make a huge swarm of artifact creatures. Mindslaver, which combined with the main combo of this deck can be used infinitely to Mindslaver lock all of your opponents out of the game. Approach the Second Sun, which can be used twice in the same turn by either using eggs to draw into it or by surveilling back down to it. Darksteel Reactor can be a win con with enough time, or by comboing Draw Scorpion with Core Tapper to put enough charge counters on it to trigger its win con. Spine of Issa can be used infinitely to wipe out all permanents your opponents control, which usually results in a win. Karn Living Legacy can be a win if you get his emblem. Using Colossal's Hammer and Grafted Exoskeleton on a single creature and making it unblockable with Wedding Invitation can eliminate a single opponent at a time. Sai Master Thopters can be used to make infinite Thopters. Other miscellaneous cards include Tezzeret Master, Artifice Master, Maze Mine Tomb, Lux Cannon, Sculpting Steel, Clock of Omens, Salvaging Station, Wargate, Ashnod's Altar, Park Clan Ironworks, Second Sunrise, Mystic Forge, Mycosynth Lattice, Slag Stone Refinery, Swords to Plowshares, Dispatch, Heroic Intervention, Icecrown Scepter, and Pull from Eternity. So how this deck goes infinite is with Tocasia in your graveyard. In play you have Park Clan Ironworks, Draw Scorpion, Psy Master Thopterus, Mycosynth Lattice, and Icecrown Scepter with Pull from Eternity imprinted on it. Sacrifice enough eggs to make 12 mana, as well as any artifact lands you have in play to return at least one artifact to your hand with Scrap Trawler. Then activate Tocasia's Graveyard ability and bring back eggs plus all zero-cost artifacts. Cast and return artifact to generate a Thopter with Psy. Sacrifice the Thopter and use Draw Scorpion to untap Icecrown Scepter. Then rinse and repeat. If you use Sculpting Steel to copy Draw Scorpion, you can use this to untap 4-tapper over and over for Darksteel Raptor or Lux Cannon. Now obviously you don't need to go infinite with this deck to win, but it is really fun when it happens. I've been playing this deck for a couple weeks now, well, now actually since it's been several months since Brothers War came out, it's been quite a while. I can say for certain that this deck is fairly low power, but if left alone during a pot, it will take over the game handily. A word of caution, this deck can be blown out by Graveyard Hate, so if you are playing against someone who's playing Graveyard Hate, I recommend being cautious with how much you put into your graveyard early on. I recommend trying it out for yourself. It's become my new favorite deck to play. Well, that was at the time, and it's still one of my favorite decks to play. If you are someone who doesn't like complex card interactions, I recommend staying away from this type of deck, as it gets rather taxing on your brain fairly quickly. Personally, I love the challenge of playing decks like this. Anyways, I'll post a link to the entire deck list down in the description. And remember, if you like this content, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You know, that really does help me out here. I absolutely really want my YouTube channel to succeed and grow. So please, remember to like and subscribe my videos, because you guys make this all worthwhile. Also, in the future, if you have any Commander decks you'd like to see featured here on my channel, let me know and I might just do a build of your suggestion. Thank you, and remember, have a great day.